What's up, guys? Here we are sitting up 3,200 actually. I got 3,400 on INDO and I lost 200 on CYRN. And actually, looking at INDO here, looks like we are gonna give a good push here up to 1134. Wouldn't surprise me if it does that in the course of this video. And I'm glad that I'm on my laptop because I'm awfully tempted to trade this setup. The setup up through, what's the high here? 34. I had shut down after this flush right here. Looks like there was still opportunity, but in reality, I started to sense that I wasn't really getting anywhere. I traded INDO at the gates, and I caught these big moves here. It was nice light volume, quick rip, like instantaneous big win. And I took a little risk because it was a lower volume, and easily it could have gone the other way, low volume, a low volume flush, meaning it will go really fast. There'll be like a little wall, and then when that wall breaks, the next buyer or the next seller is like 30 cents away, and it's just instantaneous. And that's kind of what happened up here, where there was a wall, I was a little shaky, I was a little worried, and then once it broke that wall, it's just instantaneous. It flew off my screen, off my price ladder here. It just flew off. I just saw a bunch of green, and I started selling and selling and selling in different increments. And just watching this pattern here, it's just killing me because it's like, oh, this looks so good to break through 1134. And I mean, I guess I could, but I'm out on Wi-Fi, out on my laptop. I very easily could just press buy market right here, catch an extra 20 30 cents, 20 cents on 3,700 shares. That's over $600. So I could, the way I'm seeing it is, I'm missing out on $600 right here. And I'm about $600 off my high. At my high, I was up at 3,900 because I had 3,500 on INDO. Then I switched to CR. This thing's about to go here. I switched over to, what's the other stock called? CYRN. And I caught it just at the right moment. With 2,200 shares, I made $400 pretty quick on a quick scalp. Now, unfortunately, I went back trying to, catch some quick wins. Here it goes. And I lost it all down to zero, and then I lost it down to where I am now. I did a couple more trades here and there. But my last trade on CYRN or whatever it is, it lagged. And it lagged. Let me see here. If no messages, huh? Okay. Whatever. So I put an order in to buy 2,200 shares, and that filled. It's just when I went to sell it, it just sat there and sat there and sat there, and it was not just like a 1 second lag. It was like oh my gosh, it's not filling. It was like PTSD from what happened yesterday, kind of. And I try to cancel that order. Well, of course, TD Ameritrade doesn't let you cancel those kind of orders because they're in the system, so you can't cancel them. You can't sell. I tried to sell at a different increment. That didn't work. Finally, it did sell for like a 10-cent loss. That brought me to minus 200 on this one. I said, you know what, forget it. First of all, this one wasn't even treating me that well. I mean, it did on this break right here when I caught this break up to almost 7, and I made pretty good money on it. After that, I didn't have any good luck on it, and in fact, I lost some profit off my top. From there, I went back to INDO, got chopped around. It really wasn't quite as good as at the start of the day right in here. This is where, for me was where I made most of my money. In fact, practically all of it. And on this 1 minute pullback here. After that, flush. In this area, I was looking at CYRN, got the $400 win, then I lost it. Then I got some back, then I lost it, and then I traded over here, and I made a little bit. So it just got to the point where it's just like I'm not making anything. I'm just putting my big win on the risk at risk, because very easily, very quickly, I can lose this on a flush, especially on INDO, because this baby is I mean, look here. I was for sure this was gonna break the high here. Now it's coming down and very well could turn into a big flush here. If it starts rolling just right, which it's, I mean, it's definitely testing those lows. We were just right up here at 1125. Now we're down here. So I'm happy with how today went. It's not at my highs. I'm about $600 off my highs, but that's okay. I got pretty lucky on INDO at the start. I've been getting lucky on INDO all week. I mean, it's just, I think that's the thing with how I trade is once I find a stock that moves the way I like it, I'm going to just keep milking it and milking it for as long as possible. Even if it's not a leading gapper, even if it's not, you know, high on the list of gappers, there's still a lot of traders like me that are watching it. And at the beginning of the day, we can get these reliable moves in my favor. If I'm trading the stocks that I know have been strong, that I know I'm good at, the ones I'm dialed in on, I'm just gonna keep milking them and milking them. I think INDO after today is gonna be mostly done. I think today was a stretch. Luckily, I caught INDO on the right side, so I did well. But I'm pushing my luck on INDO, and I think Monday I'm gonna have to find some other stock to milk because this one is losing steam fast. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll be back at it on Monday. Peace.